Okay.
Yeah, USAA.
Okay. Why my face is not showing? Okay, hi everyone.
Hai there, apa kabar?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
sorry for the glitch and with the delay. Good evening. My name is Amelia and I'm your surgeon at arms. Welcome to Edupreneurs Toastmaster Club. Now I will explain a few housekeeping notes. Please keep your video and audio, video on throughout the meeting, and also silence your audio except if you are talking. And to next meeting, we will be recording it, so please be on camera and welcome the word. Now, my pleasure to introduce the club president, our distinguished Toastmaster Miranda Rumi.
Thank you, Amel. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Edupreneurs Toastmasters Club, where expertise meets enterprise. My name is Miranda Rumi, and I am the club president. Whether you are a member or joining us tonight as a guest for the very first time, we are genuinely happy to have you with us. So the Edupreneurs Toastmaster Club exists for one kind of a person, someone who teaches, trains, coaches, speaks, or shares what they know as part of their work or their dream. We are the merger of two powerful worlds, trainers and coaches who want to build their business and entrepreneurs who want to communicate their expertise with authority. Most Toastmasters Club help you speak better. This club helps you speak, teach, lead, and earn. Tonight is a stage meeting, our format for complete polished presentations by members and guest speakers who have something real and valuable to share. And tonight's speaker has exactly that. So let me introduce our MC to keep our evening flowing beautifully. Let me hand over to our MC tonight. She is one of our most dedicated and senior members with more than a quarter of a century of membership in Toastmasters. And tonight she steps into the MC role at the Edupreneurs for the first time because we just rebranded our club as Edupreneurs. Please give a warm welcome to distinguished Toastmaster Harlina Indra.
Thank you, Miranda. Good evening, everyone. It's such a joy to be the MC tonight. Before we meet our speaker, well, let's warm ourselves up and take a few moments to get to know each other a bit better. When I call on you, please share four things: your name, what you do, where are you joining from, and one word for how you are showing up. 30 seconds each. Let me start with my own. So, hi, I'm Harlina. The present, I'm kind of a semi-private secretary of my aunt, and I'm joining from Jakarta. And one word for I'm showing up is curious. Okay, next is Grace. What about you? Please say your name, what you do. Yeah, there you are. Grace, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, so
Hello,
please take it.
everyone. Thank you, Arlina. I'm Grace. I'm currently joining from Jakarta. Just got back from my office in Sunter, and currently I'm in import and distribution business. So nice to meet you all, and have a good meeting. Thank you.
Wonderful. And one word, how you are feeling right now?
I'm quite excited to see Mr. Andre's speech tonight. So tonight I will become the moderator also. So looking forward to moderate the Q&A later on. Thank you, Harlina.
Thank you. Thank you. Now to Suchen. Please introduce yourself, your name, what your occupation, and where you're streaming from, and one word about how you feel now. One word.
Thank you, Halina. Good evening, everyone. I'm Siu Chen, and I'm actually working as a manager in a law firm, and I'm actually coming from Petaling Jaya from Malaysia. And one word for tonight: awesome. Back to you.
Thank you. Next, Mirawati Sitapu. What about you?
Hello. What should I say? Can you please repeat it for me?
Your name, your occupation, where are you streaming from, and one word about how you feel tonight.
Hello, my name is Mira Wati, but you can call me Mira. I'm currently living in Medan. One word that I feel tonight is wonderful because I want to see the meeting today with you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What about you, Elsha?
Hello, I'm Elshie and I'm from Sumba, like Andre. I know this meeting from WhatsApp group, and I am a civil servant. And what I'm feeling today is I'm so very blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you, Cristianto?
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kristianto Agung. I'm from Surabaya. And also, I'm from Surabaya Toastmasters Club. I'm an entrepreneur and also a professional English Indonesian interpreter. And the word that I want to share today is eager because I'm eager to listen for the presentation from Mr. Andre here. So, yeah, nice to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to ask Amelia, last but not least.
Hi everyone, I'm Amelia. I'm PhD student in Hungary. I'm excited for today. Thank you.
And of course, our president, Miranda.
Hello, everyone. Well, well, you already know my name. I am a life coach, a trainer, and a speaker, and I'm currently hailing from Bali, but particularly in Candidasa at the moment. I'm having my holiday.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Now,
one word. I just love it. feeling great, loving it.
okay, thank you so much. Hey, we have a great room tonight. Before I introduce our speaker, let me introduce the people who will support tonight's meeting in their key roles. First, we have our timer tonight. Our timer is Amelia, who will keep us on track. And during the Q&A, the comments and reflections, and the feedback session, each person who is speaking is only limited to 2 minutes speaking. And Amelia will give you a gentle signal in the chat if you go over time, so that everybody can have a voice in this meeting. Our moderator is Grace. Grace will facilitate our Q&A and comments and reflection session after the keynote speech, and holding the space for our questions and reflections. And our lead presentation reviewer is our club president, Miranda Rumi. After the feedback session, Miranda will offer a structured review of tonight's keynote, drawing on her experience as a coach, trainer, and speaker. Miranda, we look forward to your insights. And now, the moment that we all have been waiting for. Our speaker tonight started his teaching journey the way many of us start things, not with a perfect plan or big resources, but with a skill, a willingness to help, and the courage to begin. Today, he teaches Bahasa Indonesia to students and professionals from around the world, building meaningful connections through language, one lesson at a time. He's the founder of Sumba Chandilkya Bestari, and he's passionate about empowering educators and aspiring entrepreneurs to turn their knowledge into impact. Please give a warm Edupreneurs welcome to Andre Maure, presenting Teaching Indonesian Beyond Borders, from knowledge and skills to freedom and impacts.
Thank you very much, DTM Harlina, for a wonderful introduction. It's truly a pleasure for me to be here again tonight with my fellow Toastmasters. I'm super excited to see some familiar faces and new faces in the room. And I hope you'll be enjoying this meeting for the next 1 hour with me. I'll share my screen, but while I'm sharing, I'd like to ask you, what have you done today, everyone? Did you have a good day? Nice,
Yes.
Miranda. It's great. You're having a holiday, yeah? Oh, fantastic, Miranda. That's cool. How about others? Were you having a busy day or a relaxing day? Anyone would like to
It's
share?
wonderful day.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, fantastic. What about me? This is my schedule today. Yeah. So I started working at 7:30 this morning with a student named Severe. Severe is taking Indonesian lessons with me from Austin, Texas. He just joined my Indonesian classes for 3 times. And a couple of weeks ago, he wrote a long review. Yeah, that I really love reading. He mentioned here, Pak Andre has been such a great help in his journey to learning Bahasa Indonesia, and he has taken only 2 lessons so far, but he can say that with full confidence that I am his best teacher. And for people who are still looking for a great teacher, he highly recommend me. So this is very rewarding for me. So I always love to see Xavier and help him learn and practice and hone his Indonesian skills, even though he's just started his Indonesian learning journey. And after teaching Xavier, I've got another student named Ben. Ben is originally from England, but he's now living and working in Hong Kong. This is our class this morning. Yeah, so he's joining my class from the comfort of his office, of his room with a big screen. And we're talking about Indonesia and a bit of some common words and numbers. So Ben's also my new student. He just started learning Indonesian with me a couple of weeks ago. And right after that, I had a meeting with ITB Stikom Bali team, the uh, international relations team. So one of these people, they just contacted me yesterday. Yeah, the woman named Tria, she said, Andre, I was one of your students back then at Stikom Bali. And now I've been working with Stikom Bali, and we're uh, planning to have a meeting with you to discuss the opportunity to run and open the Indonesian language program at ITB Stikom Bali. I got the recommendation from some of the colleagues here at Stikom Bali that you have the certification and you've got the experience of teaching Bahasa Indonesia. So we'd like to set up a meeting if you're free tomorrow. That's what she said yesterday. And I said, okay, I'm free between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. So the meeting was scheduled at 11:30 today, and we had a very nice conversation talking about all the ideas and plans of setting up and running the new Indonesian program at ITB Stikom Bali in Denpasar. So I'm so glad that they invited me to be part of the team to set up this new program that will attract tourists in Bali, hopefully, or expats that live in Bali, and also people from around the world who are interested in learning our language, Indonesian, and getting to know our culture. So that's what I've been doing today. Now, I'll be talking about my journey, but before that, I'll have two simple questions that I'd really love to ask you, everyone. The first question is, how many of you have valuable knowledge, skills, or experience that could help other people? Please raise your hand. Virtual. All right, I saw Miranda. Wonderful. All right. Yeah, Elias, DTM Harlina. Fantastic. Yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah. Graceman, Toastmaster Graceman as well. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, I have another question here. How many of you have ever thought, I want to start something bigger, but I'm not ready yet? Maybe when I have more time, more confidence, better technology, a clearer plan, or more money? Once again, please raise your hand if you've ever thought that you want to start something bigger, but you're not ready yet. Please raise your hand. All right. Thank you very much for the honesty. The truth is, many talented people like us can stay stuck, not because we lack ability, knowledge, and skills, but because we are waiting for the perfect moment. My favorite American author, Erin Kyle, once said, "Don't wait for the perfect moment. Instead, take the moment and make it perfect." Once again, don't wait for the perfect moment. Instead, take the moment and make it perfect. And in this very moment, as I mentioned earlier, I would like to share with you all my journey as an Indonesian teacher and an edupreneur. Not because everything went perfectly, but because I discovered something powerful. And this is the key of my presentation this evening. You don't need a perfect system to start. You just need to start with your skills, serving people, and refining as you grow. To get to know me better, I have this introduction video. It's less than 2 minutes. I'd like you all, especially those who've just joined this meeting for the first time and who never met me before. So this is my video introduction that I share on my social media, my YouTube channel, for people who are interested in learning Bahasa Indonesia with me. So let's have a watch together. Hi there, apa kabar? It's Andre here, and I'd just like to say selamat pagi, selamat siang, selamat sore, dan selamat malam, depending on wherever you are right now. I'm originally from Indonesia, and I've been teaching Bahasa Indonesia online since 2014. I've been working with students and professionals from around the world. I had experience working in a big language school in Bali, where I got opportunities to do the online Indonesian program and also the Indonesian language assistant program in Australia. In 2018, I went to England to continue my studies at the University of Bristol. I earned a master's degree in education, specifically in learning, technology, and society. While studying and living there, I also had the opportunity to collaborate with the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia to run the Indonesian language program in Bristol for professionals and also international students, not only from England, but also from European countries, from Africa, from Asia, and also from the United States and Latin America. With my knowledge, skills, and expertise in teaching Bahasa Indonesia, I'm looking forward to helping you learn and practice Bahasa Indonesia. I can customize the learning materials and then do fun and engaging learning activities to help you learn the language, practice, and speak Bahasa Indonesia confidently. Just book the trial session with me so we can meet and discuss how I can help you achieve your learning goals. Terima kasih. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Sampai jumpa.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching my introduction video. Now let's start sharing and learning about my journey. My journey did not begin online, everyone. I was born and I grew up in a small town called Waikabubak, which is the capital of West Sumba Regency. For those who don't know Sumba, Sumba is an island in the southeastern part of the country, Indonesia. It belongs to East Nusa Tenggara province. Sometimes people got Sumba and Sumbawa mixed up, or yeah, they thought Sumba is Sumbawa or Sumbawa is Sumba. But Sumbawa and Sumba are two different islands, and they belong to different province. Sumba is now getting more popular with its tourist destinations, culture, and beautiful nature. So every time I fly to Bali, I always see tourists on the plane. And coming back from Bali is the same. I always meet people from several different countries would like to come and visit this beautiful island. It's a bit different than when I fly to other parts, even to the capital, Kupang. I don't really see tourists at all. But to Sumba and Bali, now there are always tourists, and the airport is quite busy. And I also heard news that last summer there are some private jets, helicopters that landed at the airport for exclusive tourists, yeah, ultra rich people that wanted to just visit Sumba faster than taking the regular airplanes. My father was a teacher. He's retired now. He used to teach at one of the junior high schools in this town, Waikabubak, and the school is actually next to my house. Like father, like son, I always wanted to become a teacher, seeing my father as my role model. So after I finished high schools, I decided to go to Malang to continue my studies. I was pretty good in academic skills, but unfortunately, I had no computer skills. I had never used computers. I saw computers, but I never really used it, and I didn't know. I only knew typewriters that my father used back then, yeah, a long time ago. So you could see in this photo, this is photo one. This is how I grew up. I was with my sister celebrating my cousin's birthday. And you could look at me among my uni friends in photo two here, everyone. As I was a bit skinny, not like now. I was very shy as well when they put me in front of the camera. Next to me, there's a confident girl in gray t-shirt or shirt. Yeah, her name is Vivi from Kalimantan. She's the one that always helped me type my paper whenever I got assignments or tasks from my lecturers that needed to be typed, I would always ask Fifi for help. And what happened one day, I called Fifi, and then Fifi said, "Andre, I'm sick. Yeah, so I couldn't help you. I couldn't type your homework." Wow, yeah, this is hard. Yeah, but Fifi didn't help me for nothing. So Fifi said, "Okay, Andre, I could help you type your work, but you have to do two assignments." Yeah, so I had to do two assignments, one for me, one for Fifi, two different assignments because we couldn't submit the same paper. That's what I did. So I was very good at putting my ideas into paper, but I just didn't have the computer skills to type at the time. But as I told you earlier, Fifi was sick one day, and I had no one else because Fifi lived not very far from my boarding house. So Fifi was like my best friend. And realizing the situation, then I decided to go to the computer rental and then started learning how to type, saving the document that I type on floppy disk at the time. We didn't have flash drive or flash disk. It's only floppy disk or diskette. Can you imagine that, everyone? And it took me hours, even maybe 5 hours, just to type 100 words. Yeah, because I didn't know how to edit and everything. So I kept asking the computer operator at the computer rental, and I tried my best to learn with whatever I could. I type and then printed my paper. Yeah, so I when I looked, yeah, it was not very well typed, but I was proud of myself. I could do it myself, and then it kept me more motivated to keep on learning, keep on practicing, to improve not only my academic skills, English skills, but also my computer skills. And becoming a very diligent student and active student at the university gave me an opportunity to join an English competition. Back in 2002, I joined an English debate competition. It's called East Java Debate Competition at Muhammadiyah University in Malang. There were teams from Brawijaya University, Erlangga University in Surabaya, Gresik University, University of UNH, Jember as well. And yeah, in that year, I joined the competition without any experience. Yeah, and as you could guess, my team lost the competition, but we learned from our mistakes. The following year, in 2023, we came back stronger with new team members, and fortunately, we became runner-up. Besides joining the English debate competition, I also joined English essay writing competition, and I became the champion of the competition. So we got vouchers from English First. Now it's called English One, I think. And uh, my debate team members, they didn't take the voucher, so they gave all the vouchers to me. So one voucher was worth 100,000 rupees. So I got three vouchers from the debate competition and then one voucher from the essay writing contest. So in total, I got 400,000 rupees. But to go to English First, the course fee was 730,000 rupees. And I didn't have that money. I only have these four vouchers worth 400,000 rupees. But I really wanted to go to EF because English First at the time, until today, they have English native teachers or native English speakers from England. So I really wanted to get that experience to be taught by native English teachers because I was never taught by foreigners or native English speakers. So what happened was I called my dad and then I told him the situation. Yeah, this is what I want. And I believe by getting the experience going to AF, I could learn more about English. So my father luckily agreed, and then he sent me the remaining amount that I could use to pay for the course fee at English First. So with the 400,000 rupees vouchers plus some extra money that I got from my dad, I could finally enrolled at EF English First. And there I met the director, William Herward from Australia, and he also gave me the opportunity to do my research at EF because I was doing English literature and education. So I was in my seventh semester at the time. So while taking the course at EF, I also kill two birds with one stone. I approached the director, and the reason why I could approach the director, William Herward, because he was one of the juries during the English debate competition. So he already knew me. And I remember one afternoon when I went to EF, they usually open in the afternoon where all the school students uh, went to learn English there. And I met William, and then he mentioned, Andre, somebody from another university already came and asked permission to do the research, but um, we denied. Yeah, we had to say no, but because I knew you, we met at the competition, and I could see your strong motivation, so I could give you the permission to do the research at EF. That's how I became more confident and I could build my social skills, communication skills, dealing with problems, and also learning to request for what I really want. Yeah. So with all the knowledge I had, all the skills I had, I tried my best to achieve what I really want in my life. And after taking the course at English First, um, my younger brother came to Malang and joined me, and he signed up for a computer course at Awareness Education Center. But what happened after a few months, my brother, I didn't know what problem he had. He decided to go back to Sumba, and he didn't want to continue. He didn't want to study at Awareness. So I went to Awareness Education Center. I talked to the people at the front office, and I said my brother, who already signed up for a computer course here, already paid for the registration fee and some course fee, but he's now in my hometown and he didn't want to come back. Could I get the refund because my brother didn't want to study? And then they said, no, we couldn't do that. Um, yeah, it's the policy. Yeah, so it's non-refundable. Wow, I was very shocked, and then it's a big amount of money. It's not big for the school, but for me as a student living far away from my family, I thought it's a big money. It's the money that I could use to support my life in Malang or my brother back home in whatever he was doing. So I finally thought one thing because I didn't have enough computer skills. So I thought maybe this was a good opportunity for me. So I said to the receptionist, could I take my brother's position, even though it was registered under his name, but could I change his place? I would continue. I would study and take the computer course here. I already finished my English studies at the university, so I was free at the time, and I said, okay, I could take this a diploma program, like a 1 year program at Awareness Education Center Malang. And then the receptionist said, okay, I'll talk to the academic team, and then we would find out what their decision was. And after waiting for half an hour, they came back and called me, and they said, okay, yeah, you could uh, take your brother's position. So I was very happy. I was so excited. Uh, Even though I was worried because, okay, this is going to be a new course for me, but my willingness to learn, my motivation to learn really, really helped me. And guess what? After taking the course at Awareness, I became closer to people who work as English teachers at Awareness, and I became friends with them. And then at the end of my computer course, they opened a teaching vacancy for an English teacher there. So I applied for the teaching job there, and because they already knew me, they knew my discipline, my motivation in learning, and all the achievements I've made during my course. So I was given the opportunity, and that's when I started my teaching career as an English teacher. But my first experience of teaching English wasn't as I expected. I remember going into a class at 1:30 in the afternoon and facing all the students that already finished lunch and getting a bit sleepy in the class. And I didn't know how to make the class engaging. I didn't have enough ideas to tell jokes or um, to make the class more fun, more lively. And what happened was we had a module that we had to cover, and it was just like 1 or 2 pages. And in about less than an hour, it's a 1.5 hour class. In less than an hour, we already finished covering the materials. And for the rest of the class, I had no idea. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. And my students were looking at me and wondering, yeah, what I would be doing in the class. It was really awkward moment, but I managed to had a little chit chat with some students, and finally the time was up, and I could finish the day. And the next class was pretty similar. I was trying to do my best. It wasn't easy because I was new as a teacher. I didn't have enough experience, but I would always ask feedback, suggestions from the senior teachers that believed in me, so they could give me some ideas of what activities to do in the class to make the class more engaging. And besides teaching, I tried to find English club where I could meet expats from Australia, from the US, or from England who lived in Malang at the time, joining their English club, learning how they organize games, fun activities that I could apply in my English classes. And finally, I felt more comfortable doing the teaching in Malang until I was given an opportunity to move to Bali, teaching at the branch of awareness in Denpasar, Bali. So in June 2006, I finally moved to Bali. Here in Bali, I started teaching the same subject, English, at the same school called Awareness Bali. I worked for about 2 years here, and in the second year, I was appointed the coordinator of language division. I was grateful for that opportunity because my friends, all my friends, even though they're more seniors, they're more experienced, but they believed in me. They gave me the opportunity to lead the language division. And I remember my big task at the time was to hold awareness annual competition where we did English debate competition, English speech contest, news reading contest, and dance competition. And I worked well with my team, and the event ran successfully. So I was satisfied with that achievement. But due to economic condition, I had to find another job and another experience. So I ended up working at a travel agent called TMC Bali Plus in Petitangat. And working in these sectors teach me more about hospitality, how to serve guests well, how to be friendly, how to uh, put the guests, the customers, as our priority by giving excellent service. So I changed my profession from a teacher into yeah, someone that working in hospitality industry. Even though I work only for 2.5 months, I learn a lot because there at this travel agent, I work with tour guides, I work with drivers uh, for all the transport that we needed. I deal with hotels, restaurants that we book for our group guests. And with all the experience, I learned a lot. But one thing that I didn't enjoy was I had to work on holiday where all my friends in Bali were having fun, relaxing. And it was really hard. If you're working in hospitality industry, yeah, you have to work during holiday. When people are on holiday, that's when you have to do your job. So sometimes I had to work from morning until midnight after gala dinner. So the pay was good, but I didn't really enjoy. I think my passion, my calling was teaching. So I I told my boss I couldn't do this anymore. I had to resign, and then I had to go back to my teaching job. The reason why I decided to do that because after the peak season, so I was hired during the prior to high season where they handle big groups. I remember they handled 350 people from Singapore and also 75 billionaires from around the world doing island tour with 45 Volkswagen, having a gala dinner at GWK, surprise breakfast on the street, blocking the streets next to the market in Jimbaran, having police. So these billionaires, they have a lot of money that for making their trip in Bali memorable. But after the high season, we didn't have any other groups. It's just a small group tour. So my work, my like my duty won't be, and my responsibilities wouldn't be as busy as handling this big tour group. So because of that, I felt very quiet because back when I was teaching at Wellness, Wellness at the time had 1,000 students. So it was really it was really lonely and quiet when I was when I was at the travel agent after conducting all the uh, group tours events. And then, as I mentioned, as you could see here, I came back to my full-time teaching job at not only one computer schools, but I ended up working at LPBA, which was part of Sticom Bali. I also taught at Sticom Bali and also at Sticky on Jalan Tukat Pakrisan in Denpasar. And in 2013, I joined ILF Bali to work as a full-timer teaching English there. While I was working at ILF Bali, I had new opportunities. In 2014, I went to Western Australia for the first time to visit schools that offer Indonesian classes. So here are some photos of me where I did the Indonesian class, introducing the students to Indonesian culture, specifically Sumbanese culture. So you could see students dressing up here, and I was showing videos of the beautiful nature in Sumba. And in 2016, I got another opportunity to travel to New South Wales, doing similar program, visiting 10 schools in the Diocese of Lismore in the northern coast of New South Wales, becoming the ambassador of Indonesian language and culture. And after having this experience of visiting two states in Australia, I started becoming an online Indonesian teacher. There's a program called LLS, or Language Learning Space. It's part of the collaboration between ILF, my language school in Bali, with the Ministry of Education in Australia. So my job was to become a tutor to teach school students from all states in Australia online. Not only students, but sometimes we also help teachers who teach Bahasa Indonesia to improve their skills in teaching Bahasa Indonesia in Australia. With this experience, I learned that a teacher's impact is not limited by one classroom. So with all the skills and knowledge, you could uh, have more opportunities. You could travel. So knowledge can travel, skills can travel, and your expertise can take you anywhere. So that really changed my mind, and then I tried to find scholarships to continue my studies in Bristol, in the UK. And this is another important chapter in my life, because I learned more about computer skills. I did masters of science in education, specifically in learning, technology, and society. So you could imagine my journey from somebody who had zero computer skills to someone who mastered this IT or technology. So I am truly grateful to get the opportunity to study there and finally graduated from the School of Education at the University of Bristol. And one interesting thing, while I was in Bristol, upon completion of my studies, I could approach the embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in London to run a program called Let's Speak Indonesian in Bristol. When I proposed this program, the attaché of education and culture at the embassy was very happy with the idea, and then he said, "Okay, Andre, you could make a proposal, design the program, and we would be very happy to support with whatever you need." So I finally ran the program, and here, as you could see in the photos, this program is designed for UK home students, also international students and professionals living in Bristol. So this is part of the language diplomacy where we could introduce Indonesia through language. And in this program, we didn't only teach Indonesian, the language, but I asked my fellow Indonesian students to support me becoming speaking buddies, and some of them even make some snacks to share with the students so they could experience a bit of Indonesian culture, Indonesian heritage through the snacks or Indonesian dishes that my friend serve for them. That's in November 2019 to March 2020. So as you know, that's the beginning of COVID, and that was really hard. I believe you also experienced the same thing that I felt at the time. We had doubts of what to do next. Yeah, because I heard while I was still in the UK, all the schools, offices are starting to close because of the physical distancing. And when I came back to Indonesia, that's exactly what I saw, what I witnessed. I had to do quarantine, and yeah, everything was shut down, and it was difficult. But that was the blessing in disguise. I During that time, I got the opportunity to become the online Indonesian teacher for Balai Bahasa Indonesia, which shifted their face-to-face classes to online classes. So BBIP is a language school based in Perth, Western Australia. So since April 2020 until now, it's been 6 years, I've been working as the online Indonesian teacher. But what's interesting, as I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, I work only 2 months per term, and then I have 1 month holiday. Working 2 months, and all during the 2 months, I only teach one, two, maximum three classes in the evening, and then I have 1 month holiday. So it's quite relaxing, and then it's uh, I think the job that I love the most, where I could meet Australian, helping them learn and sharing lots of knowledge. And besides becoming online Indonesian teacher for BBIP, I also do private tutoring with students not only from Australia but also from other English-speaking countries like the USA, the UK, some other European countries, and Asian countries, including Singapore, Japan, and also Hong Kong, and also Saudi Arabia. And while teaching them, I could do my job from the comfort of my bedroom, or even anywhere, as long as I got internet connection. So even when I'm traveling, yeah, to Kupang last October, and then to Bali in November, and then to Java, Jogja in December, and then to other cities in Central Java and East Java in January. I could do my online teaching, and my students were very happy because during our online classes I could show them what Indonesia looks like from all the places that I visited. I share my screen, I share the video of what's going on around me during our online sessions, and that's what my students really appreciated. So that's the impact that I could make. So I believe teaching, it's doing this online teaching is not, it's very different from working in a classroom that I used to do many years ago. So now it gives me a lot of freedom, and it really gave me a lot of opportunities to do what I love besides teaching, like playing futsal, hanging out with my friends, spending time with my family. And also, one thing that kept me grounded here in Sumba, I could build an online community called Sumba Cendekia during COVID, but now it's become an organization. If you check on the website, Sumba Cendekia, you'll find out all the informations about what we've been doing with young people. So I share my experience with these young people, teenagers and young adult in Sumba. So I hope they could get the same opportunity, and they could also go overseas getting quality education, and then come back to Sumba and give back to the community. So that's all what I could share right now, everyone. But we're now going to start the Q&A session. So I'd like to give the control to our moderator to lead the Q&A session. And for that, I'd also like to give the control back to DTM Harlina Indra. Thank you, everyone.
Right, big applause for our speaker, Andre Maure. Yes, to borrow your words and paraphrase it, you did not just wait for the perfect moment, but you took the moment and you made it perfect. Wonderful. That was really inspiring. And now we will move into our Q&A and comments and reflections session. Grace, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Harlina, and thank you, Andre. What a wonderful speech. So now we're gonna have 15 minutes for the question to dig deeper about Andre mindset, Andre journey, and what is the key moment or the keynotes where this story begin, or what do you want to know more about Andre journey? Because Andre is here to share his experience and inspiration. And kindly to have a note that this is not a step-by-step tutorial, so please avoid any technical question, any financial statement for the question. Let's start for anyone who want to know more about Andre journey. Is there anyone that have a question? So I see Amelia Dewi. So
No, I'm timing,
please,
sorry.
Amelia.
Amelia is the timer. Yeah.
Oh, the timer, sorry.
She just raised her
Anyone else?
hand.
Oh, Christianto
Cristianto.
Agung. So, Christianto Agung. So please ask your question.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Chrisman. Yeah, Mr. Andre, to start with, I think it is such an amazing experience that you have the chance to teach Bahasa Indonesia to all these foreigners. I think that is, like a really good cause, to spread our culture and our language to foreigners. But my question is, what ignites their interest to learn Bahasa Indonesia? And also, could you tell us what are the difficulties that they usually face when learning Bahasa Indonesia? And that's my question. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Graceman, may I answer the question right away while waiting for others?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
all right.
Andrew,
So I
please.
could remember all the questions. Yeah. Toastmaster Cristiano, thank you for your beautiful comments and two wonderful questions. The first one about the motivation, what really ignites the foreigners to learn our language. There are several different reasons why foreigners are interested in learning about our language. Reason number one is because they have family related. Yeah, so maybe their families or their father, they're half Indonesian. So they're only born overseas. They grew up overseas, but they wanted to get reconnected with all their relatives and families in Indonesia. And some others because of um, uh, the tourism. So they travel to Indonesia and they get really good impression and experience of exploring Indonesia. So they came back and then decided to, oh, I wanted to go back to Indonesia, so I want to learn the language. Other reasons because of the relationship. Maybe they have boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife from Indonesia. And another reasons also because of business. They have work or business partners or companies in Indonesia, so they come to Indonesia. And difficulties, I think for foreigners who come from English speaking countries that speak only one language, they don't really have the experience to be bilingual or a polyglot like us that know a lot of languages. So it's really difficult in terms of pronunciation and then yeah, saying the right words and building up the vocabulary. But for others, like certain European students who get experience, or Spanish speaking students living in English speaking countries, it's a lot easier for them because they already get the exposure to speaking other languages. Other difficulties, I think, maybe technical issues, but other than that, I think it just the motivation on how much efforts they put in their learning. That's all my answers to your questions. I hope you're happy with that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Andre.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, TM
Okay.
Kristanto. Thank you, TM Andre. So I see another participant raising their hand. Okay, Miranda Rumi. So please unmute and ask your question.
Yes, Andre, I'm listening more from a bigger picture, how you've seemed to be so blessed and maybe even so lucky to be in the right place in the right time. And others could be wanting all of that and not experiencing that. So I'm curious if you can ask yourself or figure out what makes you so lucky. Like everything just flow and turn out, and everything's just turning up at the right time at the right place for you. It's yeah. Any thought about that, Andre? I'm a bit curious.
All right. Thank you so much, Miranda. Yes, yeah, I feel blessed and grateful, like you mentioned. And this very evening, I only shared the beautiful parts of the story, Miranda. I didn't share any uh, uh,
The
yeah,
hardship.
hardships that I had to face. Yeah.
Mm.
So, and I believe every successful person, they've gone through a lot of ups and downs, and even before becoming successful, enjoying what they've had right now. Yeah, they've faced a lot of difficulties, and that's what made them more grateful with their achievements, and make them stronger in facing all the difficulties, challenges in trying to achieve what they've set as their goals in life. So, what made me luckier? I think it comes back to um, my social skills, yeah, on how I build relationships with people, and always keep in mind, yeah, every work opportunity is a learning opportunity. So wherever I work, I try to do extra than what I expected. And that's what my colleagues, my boss, my supervisors loved about me. And then even I already resigned, I already left the job, but they still have good relationship with me. And that's what actually opened doors to other opportunities, because of the positivity, the strong relationships that we built. They could recommend us to other people. They remember that, hey, this person is somebody that could go extra mile in supporting you, helping you. So yeah, do more than what you're expected to do, and serve real people, and don't ask of what you can achieve, what you'd like to get, but ask who can you help, and what can you do to help others. That's in turns can give you big reward. Yeah, that's my answers to your questions, Miranda. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
Thank you, Andre. Really appreciate that. You could do another session just on that. Yes.
I got a question,
Okay.
Andre.
Yes,
You
yeah.
have
Yeah.
I can listen. You certainly got a very wonderful journey. Can you share some tips of how you conduct effectively learning a language online?
All right. Yeah. Xu Qian, thank you for such a wonderful questions. Yeah. For the last 6 years, I've been working with Balai Bahasa Indonesia, as I mentioned, from April 2020. What made my job easier? Because of the COVID. As I mentioned, it's a blessing in disguise. So during COVID, everybody get used to online learning, online work, remote work. So nowadays, I think this is the right moment of doing online work, even online learning. So uh, now it's a lot easier, Suichen, because you could save time for traveling. You can just learn from the comfort of your bedroom or living room, yeah, doing the lessons. And I allow my students, if it's only one-on-one, while they're doing cooking, yeah, in the class, and then they could learn as they cook. So Pak Andre, they say, ini garam, ini merica. Yeah, so this is salt, this is pepper. I'm now making sausages. Yeah, and this is my kitchen. So they say everything in Bahasa Indonesia. So you could really bring real life situation into online learning. And this is something that people should, or teachers should know, and then yeah, try to adapt this in their online teaching so the class will be more fun. And as I mentioned in my presentation earlier, wherever I go, I also share with my students where I was or where I am. And for example, if I'm in a restaurant, I do my own class from a restaurant. I say, hey, this is the atmosphere of the restaurant. You can see beautiful beach in the background, and then you could see a lot of people are enjoying their food. And this is the menu you could see. And yeah, and sometimes they also want to hear the sound of the music from the restaurant or even the prayers from the mosque, just to feel the real atmosphere of the country, yeah, away from their home country while learning the language. And on top of that, there's also a new trend now, Suichen, that students sign up for courses and they could learn asynchronously, meaning that like in a group class, somebody they're busy traveling anywhere, but they could still learn, yeah, by catching up with all the learning materials we share on Google Drive, for example, or through emails, and then watching the recording. Yeah, so it makes learning a lot easier. And then there are lots of resources, teaching and learning resources online. So we just share the link, and then the students could learn the language just like learning in the classroom or face to face. And if there's a good opportunity while they're traveling to Indonesia, we could set up meeting face to face where we could take the learning into the next level. So that's my questions to your answer.
Thank you.
That's my answers to your question, Sichen. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Suchen. Thank you, Andre. I think we still have 2 minutes on now. It's already time to move
Yeah,
to the
1
next
minute
session.
actually. 1
Huh?
minute.
Yeah, we still have 1 minute left, yeah. So anyone to add any short question to be answered in 30 seconds?
Elsie is raising her hand.
Elsia. So Elsia, please unmute and ask your question.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask some question for Kak Andre. What are your daily habits for learning English? Because I'm curious about that.
Thank you very much. Just one question, Elsie. Yeah, my daily habit of learning English. I love listening to music, watching movies, Elche. That's how I learn and improve my listening skills and pronunciation. So when there are some beautiful quotes in the movie, I always have my little notebook. So I took notes and I bring my notes wherever I go, and then I yeah, extend my vocabulary, yeah, expand my vocabulary. And with the music, yeah, you can sometimes learn a lot, yeah, the story about the song. So you could also learn about the culture in every genre of music. So start with what makes you enjoy. Yeah, start from simple thing, easy thing. So yeah, we always say that we learn best in moment of enjoyment. So if you're happy learning something, then you'll make better progress. So that's my suggestion. And last but not least, keep practicing. Don't worry about making mistakes, and start by making mistakes. And eventually, you can learn from your mistakes to improve. Yeah, I remember last Saturday, I was visiting a school in the village. I gave them a task, and then I said, "Okay, don't worry. Just write, guess the answer. Don't worry about making mistakes." But most of these students, because of the system, they're afraid. They don't want to start. They're so afraid of making mistakes. I say, no. The learning is making mistakes. Just guess. Yeah, make mistakes as many as you want, and then after that, we will discuss, find the right answers. And from having make the experience of making mistakes, you will remember better. The retentions will be stronger. So that's my answers to your questions, and I hope it will motivate you, Elche. Thank you. Back to you, our wonderful moderator, Toastmaster Graceman.
Thank you, Mr. Andre, and thank you everyone for the wonderful question. Cristanto, Miranda, Xu Chen, Elsie. I hope Mr. Andre can answer all your questions for this session because we need to move to the another session, which is reflection and comment. In this session, we will have 10 minutes to share what have been ignited within you, and what have you been savored within this moment. So anyone want to share what you already got within this moment? Is there anyone want to share what they have heard or what already ignite within you after the question? I see Miranda raising your hand. So
Yeah.
please unmute and start.
Yeah, since nobody is raising their hand, and even though I'm going to be speaking a lot after this, it's the whole thing, Andre, from your presentation. What really struck me is your, well, you smile a lot, so you're not kidding when you said you learn how to connect with people. You learn to build relationships with people, and of course, I know you personally for quite some time, and that has been always very consistent. It's almost like Andre is always with his smile, like he never forgets his smile. And sometimes I wonder, how could somebody be so kind, so friendly, so warm, so smiley all the time. But I guess, I've never seen you otherwise. And so maybe one day I would like to hear the hardships part, and to see more of that. But I feel like this is a real life story, and very warm and very inspiring. And but it sounds easy in a way. Well, I guess because we don't hear the hardships, but I think you really, sums it up when you said it's about, the personal relationships that you always strive to maintain, you never lost, and that always takes you from one door to the next door, that opens many doors for you. So I'm very grateful for your presentation. Really enjoyed that, and yeah, feeling that I learned a lot from this presentation, Andre. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Miranda. So we have another two lined up for this reflection. Okay, so please, Harlina, unmute, and you have 2 minutes from now.
Okay. So I really like origin stories. That is what I think it was. Then again, I'm a bit of an impatient person. So I think even though, of course, your story is very interesting, it's better to stick maybe to pivotal moments, like, for example, that story about your brother. That's so great. I like it a lot. And also, when you didn't have enough money, that's all. And because you're a very pleasant person to look at, also, sorry for that. Uh, just a general observation. I think, especially, I notice, for example, like Grace, he is using phone, and sometimes I just want to see your face. So no need to share screen the whole time. That is what I would advise. And then, yeah, like Miranda said, I want to hear some of those struggles that you overcame. Well, you did mention about the computers thing, but also about when you were teaching. Yeah, you did mention about the first time, but I guess when you were talking to these foreigners, you must have had another struggle story that well, eventually, that would be fun to hear. Yeah, so it's very inspiring. Thank you very much. It gives a lot of hope to people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Titi Melina.
Thank you, Harlina. So we will have another comment from Tim Cristianto. Please unmute and say your comment and reflection. 2 minutes is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Chrisman. Yeah, Pandri, I can say that what you presented just now is really inspiring. As I stated earlier, that I'm also an interpreter, which is, in a way, we're on the same boat, in the language industry. And, even though like I started delve into the world of language like really late on the late stages in my life, but your story inspires me because like even though you didn't tell a lot about your hardship, but I can tell from what you said to us that it was not easy for you from your background to be here right now, doing this. Once again, I want to say this, that I think it's such a interesting and great cause, to teaching Indonesia to foreigners, because I think it's such a noble cause, because you introduce our language to internationally to foreigners. I really, really, really appreciate that. And yeah, actually it inspires me to, from your journey, like it motivates me, in my profession as an interpreter. So I think like, if we just stay true to our calling, we can make good things happen. Because I think you shared the same view with me, that language is really important thing, because it's a medium for us people around the world to communicate. So yeah, well, for evaluations, I guess that in your presentation, the part where you teach Bahasa Indonesia only consists maybe about 10 to 15% of your total presentation. So like, if we have extra time, I would really want to learn more about that, about your experience with your students. But all in all, yeah, it was such a fantastic, session. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Tim
Yeah, really
Cristianto.
appreciate it, Toastmaster
So
Cristianto.
we will have another 2 minutes.
Okay,
Is
can
there
I?
anyone want?
Yes, I want to say
Please.
something about Andre. Andre, yes, the way I observe you, you are a very determined person with passion, and that's why you see, people will say that you have not shared your hard story, hard part, the one you suffered, but you have indirectly said out in your presentation. Where has it done? When you have hit a snag, what do? You change course so that you will make back to what you want to do. You see, you have not actually, your main course, your main aspect was actually teaching. But when you hit a snag, what do? You change course to see where are the opportunities. And with that, you move on to gain more experience. So as you gain more experience already, then after that, when time is up already, you saw another opportunity, and then you move on. So all your heart, your suffering was with you. But what you do, you compensate by moving on into another aspect. You move on so that you can learn. Same time, I know that you are suffering, but you do not let the suffering pull you down. But you move on. You move on to countries and you struggle. But that you didn't tell us. But indirectly, by moving to another journey and to another aspect, you actually suffering. You actually made that suffering, but you didn't have to tell us. But you were actually telling us your life story, and if people could catch it, yes, you really need that suffering, but you don't have to tell. But you are very good. You are creative. You are very passionate on what you want to do. And that's how you got your experience, you got your creativity. And that's how, but the most important thing is you are very determined. That's how we have made you what you are today. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yuchen. Very much appreciated.
Thank you. So everyone, thank you so much for all your participation tonight and for wonderful question, wonderful comment, and wonderful reflection. So I also want to add one myself. Thank you so much, Mr. Andre, for coming in tonight and keep moving forward with your idea. I'm really looking forward for your journey. So that's all for my session. Let's continue to another agenda and back to you, Harlina.
Thank you.
Hey, applause for Grace. Thank you, Grace, for leading this session. And thank you, everyone, for such great and generous reflections and thoughts. Now, we move into our feedback session. It's my pleasure to introduce the lead evaluator, the lead presentation reviewer, Miranda Rumi. Miranda will offer a structured review of tonight's keynote. Miranda, the floor is yours.
Thank you, DTM Harlina. Okay, Andre, this is the feedback, the review rather, because this is a very interesting keynote. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. It is not a perfect presentation as presentation goes, but the impact is so powerful. It's almost like, yes, there are, technical, technique wise, they are missing this and missing that, but it in the end it didn't really matter because the impact was, of your story, of your personality just come through the screen, through the stories, through the presentation, that the net effect is that everyone is touched and everyone is inspired. So kudos to you, Andre, for being an amazing, person to start with, and then also a beautiful storyteller. And now I would just give you some structured input. So hopefully, or maybe, you could use this in your future presentation, that if you want to make it better. But again, like I said, when you speak from the heart, that's what really matters. Yeah. But it's still good to know some of the techniques or things that could make the presentation even greater, more effective in that way. So with the opening, you ask us a few questions. And at first I was wondering, where was this going? And then, okay, you want to show your day, your busy day. So that's how you opened your session. And I was, it started with showing your warmth, what it got me is that I feel like your warmth. You want to be friends with us by asking, how's your day been? Yeah, and then you showed. Now, with that, I would say if that was your opening, it was a little bit longer because I'm still waiting. Where is he going with this? Yeah, so my journal comment on this would just be to tighten it up a bit. Yeah, make it shorter. And because I noticed also at the end part of your story, you seem to be a little bit rushed, and I'm missing some of the messages because of the length of the opening. Yeah, and then the core message, I hear it, that you don't need to have a perfect system, just start now. And that's kind of like the messages I'm getting, that you don't have to be perfect to start. You will learn along the way, and it's okay to make mistakes. Yeah, this is the core message of your presentation. Now, I would have liked to hear it a little bit more often, more repeated, maybe woven into the different aspects, so not just in the beginning and at the very end. Yeah, so that that would be like a good keynote would have that core message that we hear, so that we will remember that throughout. Yeah, so this is just about the structuring or where to put that core message so that we will get repeated more and more. Then the story and the structure. The story is excellent. You know, there's so many stories. Now I would give some. I noticed this. Often there are details that may not be directly relevant to the story. And I think this is all about preparation. If you prepare what you're going to say, and then certain things can be removed because it may take extra time. So, for example, yeah, the story of your brother, there are little things about when you said, well, I don't know why he did that. That is something that is not really necessary to the story in a way, which you could remove a little bit. Okay, my brother took this, and then for some reason he left, and then you could tell you're part of the story. And then the billionaire story, what I noticed, you talked a lot about, they went here, they went there, they ate this and that. I find that a little bit irrelevant to what you're trying to say. And I was not even sure, where does that really fit? What is the importance of the billionaire in your story? And then, I guess the business coming down or slowing down. Yeah. So these are time savers that you could use and to make the speech tighter. Then the delivery, okay, here is where I feel this could be looked at more deeply. So you have a soft voice. I mean, you have a very pleasant voice. So let's start that. Your voice is very pleasant to listen to. And at the same time, your voice is quite soft, Andre. And when you speak, when you're narrating, I don't know whether you read a text or whether you're just narrating, you tend to be more monotonous. And luckily, your story is very interesting. So that kept us there. But if your story has been, or you have, like extra stories that don't belong, then that's when the audience attention, or in this case, my attention, start to fade. Yeah. And this could be rectified with your vocal dynamics. Yeah, your voice tend to be monotonous, and if you can be more dynamic and use more vocal variety, or even using pauses, or high volume, low volume, then that would grab people's attention better. I noticed this when you did the Q&A. You actually had a lot more vocal variety during your Q&A, and that's when I felt like more drawn to you, like I could feel your emotion there, and I could feel your determination. Your personality comes out a lot more through your vocal. So this might be something that you want to pay attention to. And you also became more alive during the Q&A than during the speech for some reason. When you narrate it, maybe you've narrated it many times, it's just like, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. That's the kind of like the tone that we're getting. Yeah, but if you can invest and still love your story and tell it like you're really excited or very, like this story means a lot to you, then we also get into that excitement part. So that would be the part that I think that you could give more attention to for your speeches in general. And the closing, I think the closing, I get the message or the impact for you is that teaching online gives you a lot of freedom and give you happiness, and those examples were actually excellent because this is where people really get it. Why are you teaching online? What is the benefit, for you from teaching online, getting this freedom, and also you can give back in a very meaningful way to your community because you can live from Sumba, which probably doesn't have much going on, and yet being connected globally. Yeah. So Andre, one more thing. The filler words was quite a bit. You use like a lot of ums and so's, and so maybe come back to Toastmasters. It will clean you up a little bit more. Yeah. And but again, once you speak from the heart, like Obama, when he's not speaking with the text prepared speech, he says a lot of ums and ahs, but when you're that impactful, it doesn't really matter. So Andre, thank you so much for your presentation. And I think you've touched many hearts tonight, and you probably have touched many hearts in the world. And I hope you would come back and talk to us a little bit more about the secrets of your success. Today we listen to your stories, and then maybe next time we'll hear what it takes for you to grow your business and all of that. Yeah. So thank you again. And with that, I conclude my review. Thank you. And back to you, DTM Harlina.
Thank you very much, Miranda, for your valuable review. Applause. Amelia, could you please lead us into the taking of the group picture?
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm not here yet. Okay, everyone. Please turn on your camera. Maybe Mira, Elshe, and also Ari. Could you turn on your camera? Okay, thank you very much. Now we can see all your beautiful faces. Okay, and also Iti. Okay, normal pose, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Once again, inspiring pose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And are we going to have a break? 5 minutes break?
I think I've taken my breaks in between. Okay.
Okay, so 5 minutes break maybe, or we go back directly to the end of the meeting. Let's go
Well,
directly to the end.
okay, yeah. You can
Yes.
do your summary, and then I'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, before I head over to Miranda to close our meeting, I just would like to take a moment just to reflect of what we experienced tonight. I thought it was a very interesting meeting, and in which we can hear about experiences shared by our speaker tonight, Toastmaster Andre. Thank you so much for reminding us that we that we have to take any opportunity that is presented to us, that we have to maintain good relationships, and that we do not need to be perfect, but we can learn along the way. Thank you also for those who give input, so reflections, and also for our evaluations. So I learned a lot. It was a really inspiring and uh, enlightening meeting tonight. Thank you again, Andre, for being on the entrepreneur stage tonight. And everybody, thank you for your participation and your generosity. Miranda, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Harlina. Okay, everyone, we're coming towards the end of our meeting, but we're not done. We still have a few more things, but what a night. Yeah, this is exactly what the entrepreneur stage is built for. Real stories, real wisdom, real connection in a community that genuinely cares about each other's growth. So thank you, Andre, for being so generous with your journey tonight. Thank you, Amelia, Hadina, and Grace for holding this meeting with such care and grace. And thank you to every one of you. Andre, Elios, Cristianto, Elsie, and what's the name? Mirawati and Ari. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Our next meeting is the lab on Tuesday, April 28th. And if you would like to present, look out for the speaker submission form if you are a member. We would like to have you on stage. But if you're a guest and you felt something in this room tonight that you want more of, please reach out. My WhatsApp, I will put my WhatsApp in the chat, or anyone that you already know here. We would like to welcome you as a member. So, but before that, we will do what we call, we would like to get your guest comments first, yeah? So let's hear from Cristianto. So what's your thoughts about this meeting tonight, Cristianto?
Yeah, it has been an inspiring meeting. And, this is the first time I joined the Edupreneurs Toastmaster meeting. And yeah, for sure, I will be back for, the next meetings if I have the chance. Of course, I would love to participate because, the vibes, the content, it's lovely. That's all I can say. Thank you,
Okay,
Miranda.
thank you.
Yeah.
So Mira, can I ask your comments on this meeting? From all the way from Medan, yeah? Yeah, can you unmute yourself?
Sorry, I forget to unmute.
No
Yeah,
worries.
it's such an inspiring meeting because I know how to improve my language speaking, because some note from Andre is quite practical for me. So yeah, it's actually it is my second time in joining the third semester meeting, and I love it so much.
Are you a member yet, or you're not yet a member?
Not yet a member, but still considering it.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, would you like to know more about this club, or are you already considering in-person club, or what's your thoughts?
I think I still want to know more about it and try to is it literally for me or not? Like, I still considering everything.
Okay. Yeah, just ask us questions, yeah? Or come visit again. Thank you, Mira.
I think I already asked a question for another person in the club, and I think I just need to considering for myself actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your interest, and yeah, hopefully you'll be part of us soon. Okay. Yeah. But
Okay,
no pressure.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Elshia. So Elshia is coming from Sumba, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah,
Elshia,
I'm
friend
coming
of,
from Sumba, like Mr. Andre.
yeah, I heard you interested in the community where you can speak English. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm on my way to learn English.
Oh, but you're speaking English. What do you mean you learn on your way to learning English?
Okay.
You sound you sound like you're speaking English quite well, right, people? Yeah. So what do you
Yeah.
think of the meeting? What do you think of the meeting, Elshif? Didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
Okay. I think it's a great meeting because from Mr. Andre journey, I learned a lot how he fulfilled the gap from zero to Kak Andre that I see on the screen right now. It's a great journey. It's inspired me to become like you,
Okay.
be a
Yeah.
better person and to be the best Elshie.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, come and join the community. That's a first step, first start. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I joined this meeting. I know this meeting from Kak Andre too. He sent this link on WhatsApp group and then I joined this meeting. Thank you everyone for welcoming me. It's such a great meeting.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, hope to see you back here again. And Elios, you've been visiting often, but this is the new club. It's the
Yeah.
Edupreneurs. So, any comments and thoughts?
Okay. So my first comment is, why do you change the D to this the entrepreneurs? Is there any?
Yeah, I mentioned that in the beginning. So we're combining the entrepreneurial side of, because coaches and trainers often didn't develop that side, the entrepreneur side, and they need as much as anyone else. Yeah, and then entrepreneurs
Okay.
often also need to train and
Oh,
present. Yeah, so we're combining I don't know if you've been to global entrepreneurs and trainers and coaches,
yeah.
we kind of combining the two because
Oh,
we,
so basically you combine the two club, yeah, into this.
yeah. And if you came in the beginning, I'd also explain a little bit about the edupreneurs. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
because,
I came during the Andre session, so I need it. Sorry, man.
okay, no worries. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
So
is it for you, the meeting or the club? Any comments?
yeah, of course, the first time I came here for the new club, the new name,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it also feels different. And the spirit of the entrepreneurs itself is there. I can see it. I can feel it. When Andre is explaining his journey, it is definitely insightful because in Toastmasters, we really appreciate people's journey, people's, yeah, journey from their beginning until, well, I don't want to say at the end, but to achieve their dream. And of course, Toastmasters is the best platform to be the incubator, I would like to say. If you like to create entrepreneurs, of course, you need to enter the incubators, and Toastmasters is the incubator to be the laboratory for us entrepreneurs to enlighten peoples, to educate people. And yes, this session already explained by Andre, by his journey. So kudos to Andre. And the one thing that I really learned most is how he keep on smiling. That's very important. It's not easy to keep on smiling during the whole session. And to be honest, smiling is like my hardest lesson to learn. I don't really like to smile, but I need to smile, and I learn to smile the hardest way. Back to you, Madam Miranda.
Thank you. Thank you, Elios. And Ari. Ari is our newest member, and I would like to hear more from Ari.
Yeah.
How is it, Ari? This is a different version than the last one. So what are your comments and thoughts?
Okay. Well, first, say I'm sorry. I did not turn on the camera. Hello? Am I
Yeah,
audible? Am I
yeah,
audible?
you're
Okay.
audible.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I did not turn the camera because the connection got bad. It's raining heavily again in my area, but I can hear it well. Okay. So what I get from this week is another inspiration for me as aspiring coach. I listened to last week it was about how developing business, I guess, on teaching. And now we see, I heard about someone who did that as a profession and also uh, facing hardship and reaching one of my dream, that is studying abroad by using English. That's what I heard from Andre's story. So I would have a lot of questions for him later on, maybe in private channel or in WhatsApp, as he already shared in the group. But I really love the connections because it opens up a lot of links or choices or opportunity that sometimes we're afraid to take because we don't know where to look for it. And joining this club make me realize that it's actually not that far. It's actually kind of close with me, but I just don't know where to look at or where to look at. So I would like to say thank you for this exciting start. And I also will look up like the dates when I could share my story.
Yes, next one.
I'm still thinking about it. I'm still
Okay.
looking. I'm checking the dates. If it's
When your
if
aunt
it's a
is
good.
the VP, you can contact.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she shared me
So
some
we're
dates, but
counting on you.
I'm thinking. I'm checking because
Yeah.
yes, because I teach in a regular school and I also have my private lesson. Sometimes I have to
Yeah, bring it.
think
Bring
about
your
it,
business
but
in
I'll do
and
my best.
see where you can start and just bring your questions,
Sure.
right? So
Sure.
yeah, start with the 15-minute one,
Mm.
the lab, and then yeah.
Okay.
So share and then let us know you. Let us know your business and see how we can
Okay.
support you. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you
Okay.
very much, Miranda.
Yes. Okay. So with that, we have covered everyone. Any of the members would like to comment on something? Yeah, why not? Let's just ask the members also to comment very quickly. So Grace, any comment?
For me, so I really feel level up. Before I was just excited. Now I'm super excited to contact Mr. Andre and to invite him to the Edupreneurs. So I really looking forward, Mr. Andre, to be part of the Edupreneurs journey. I think me and Harlina will try to contact you after this. So please be prepared. And for everyone who coming in this meeting tonight, Alcia, and then sorry, Miss TM Cristianto, Mirawati, TM Elios. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to Edupreneurs, and back to you, Miranda.
Thank you. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I'm asking the members because this is still our this is our third meeting, but the stage in this version for this rebranded club. And we put a lot of effort to figure out how to create this meeting that is meaningful and impactful and beneficial for audience and for members. And so we take every step, every task as a learning point, so to hone our skills. Like, Grace was learning how to moderate, and Harlina is also, this is an emceeing. It's a little bit different from being a Toastmaster or the Tom in a regular club. And also as a reviewer, I'm doing it a little bit differently than an evaluator. So we're all practicing and learning what we're doing right now. So Xu Chen, so any comment from you?
Thank you, Marinda. Well, it was a refreshing meeting where Andrew, I asked him about the question on online. He certainly gave me creative ideas on how to teach people or guide people online with creative situations. That's interesting. Thank you, Andre. It was a great meeting. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Yeah. Andre, I'll get back to you, Laz. Yeah. So, Amel, you want to comment on your experience with this meeting tonight?
Yes, Miranda, I think it's really great meeting, and Andre's presentation really inspires me to keep moving forward. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. And Halina, just check in if you have any comments about how this meeting was for you, the format, the flow, and everything. Are you there, Halina?
I'm here. Usually in a Toastmasters meeting, we do not really have the opportunity to give longer presentations. So this is actually the chance for you to try it out. You never know when people will ask you to give a keynote speech. You would be surprised. That doesn't mean that it would be in a working environment. It can also be in a family occasion or so. When they know about your craft, they might ask you to give a presentation.
True.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, and now Andre. So I would like to hear your comment about this club meeting, this club, and your experience presenting in actually your old club, because you are the original member of this club. So Andre is one of the charter members of the original club,
Yeah.
Toastmasters Trainers and
Thank
Coaches.
you. Thank you very much, Miranda. Yeah, it's really nice to come back and doing my presentation. Yeah. This was a bit different, I think, from what we used to have, and also in other Toastmasters meeting, like Helena mentioned. So I, yeah, uh, I prepared for tonight's meeting. I had so much more to share, but I didn't realize the time was very limited. I thought I still have another 15 minutes. Yeah. But I enjoyed sharing my journey, the story that's very close to my heart, and I am glad that you learn from my stories. You're also inspired. And most importantly, it's also a learning opportunity for me. Thank you so much for all the positive comments, feedbacks, and evaluations that each of you provided during the evaluation and the review. Miranda, thank you, especially to you. Yeah, you mentioned a lot of things that I could improve, and I will take notes. I've taken notes, and I hope I could do better and deliver a better presentation and try using my vocal variety, vocal variation, and also intonation, and make the presentation more engaging. And I'm looking forward to joining the meeting. But unfortunately, as I mentioned, the last week of this month is going to be the start of the term. So I could only join the meeting during term break, yeah, because most of my classes
are in the evening. Unfortunately, I'm mostly free during the day. But whenever there's an opportunity, I'd really love to come back and then building stronger connection with you all and rebuild this club. I already mentioned to Amel, so I'll keep also sharing the information to friends, my circle of friends, and hopefully we get more participants, audience joining the meeting because the quality of this meeting is always amazing. Just like the trainer and coaches earlier, we had wonderful speakers, and I believe each of you in the room right now, you have amazing stories, knowledge, skills, and expertise that could be beneficial to everyone attending this meeting. So that's all from me. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam
Thank you so
President.
much, Andre. Thank you so much. I love that you already have side conversations. I'm looking forward, and I hope you can adapt your um, meetings session so that you could attend our club meetings more often or work something. Yeah. So with
I think something went wrong.
Yeah,
We lost
Miranda is
Miranda.
gone.
Yeah, maybe the connection.
I think with that, I would say we are actually at the end of the meeting. I'm so happy to say that everybody uh, had a great impression of this meeting. So what do you think? If you feel that this meeting is great, talk about this meeting to your friends and ask them to come on the last Tuesday of the month, the 28th of April, same time, 8 o'clock Bali time, 7 o'clock Jakarta time. Yes. Miranda is back. Stage to you.